big smile on my face. She said, "You're 5.6, perfect A1c." Yeah, I mean, I worked hard for it. Been focusing on food like crazy for the last 4 months, and exercising like normal, a bit more than usual, maybe. And cholesterol, so it was 112, and now it's 82. Triglycerides were 90, now they're 54. HDL cholesterol was 38, now it's 32. My ratio, cholesterol to HDL, was 2.9, now it's 2.6. And percentage, HDL's percentage of cholesterol was 34, now it's 39. Did the Mastering Diabetes Challenge. It made a difference, and a few key things I got from it, takeaways, have definitely favorably improved my life with diabetes. Guess I was getting frustrated in October, and I had the book for a year already, and I finally read it, and I felt like community was important, so I looked into it. So I think November 2nd, I officially was my first day or something like that. So I say November 1st. I was pretty well controlled, but just wasn't too happy with my body. It was 6.3 A1c. And I didn't feel like my blood sugar was like a huge problem. But when I started learning about mastering diabetes principles of aiming for this much lower, 120 around there, I was a little surprised because I was happier with just being 180 or, upper hundreds was more than fine for me. 200s was normal. 300s was upsetting, but now I've since, changed my sense of where I want to be. Yeah, so anyway, it was 6.3 at that time. So today I went to my endo today, the last Monday, and she was big smile on my face. She said, "You're 5.6, perfect A1c." Yeah, I mean, I worked hard for it. Been focusing on food like crazy for the last 4 months, and exercising like normal, a bit more than usual, maybe, but not that drastically different, but mainly the food. So 5.6 as of today. Definitely like I deserved it, but I was nervous. I didn't mind losing a little fat for sure, because my diet was definitely more heavier in fat. I was a peanut butter addict for years, so I learned that peanut butter powder would be a wiser option for me. So I'm sure I lost some body fat. I could looks different, but the scale, I was the exact same today as I was 4 months ago at the doctor's office. So, which is 149, and I feel like I could go up to like 155 and still be in kind of the healthy range. So weight is just a-okay. I eat a ton, and I definitely do not gain weight from eating a ton. I haven't been losing weight. Maybe when the weather warms up, it'll happen from being more active. I don't know. I wouldn't mind losing more weight, but I don't look like I need to. But I'm sure of that. Cholesterol, like I said, I've been vegan for a long time. So the only thing that ever was an issue with my cholesterol was my doctor would say my good cholesterol was too low in the previous years. So today she just said everything looks good except for my platelets. So I'm gonna look into what that means for me. But yeah, again, my good cholesterol is low. But yeah, it didn't improve that because I was not eating animal foods for a long time. Maybe it did get lower. And cholesterol, so it was 112, and now it's 82. Triglycerides were 90, now they're 54. HDL cholesterol was 38, now it's 32. My ratio, cholesterol to HDL, was 2.9, now it's 2.6. And percentage, HDL's percentage of cholesterol was 34, now it's 39. It didn't calculate how many carbs I ate before, but I certainly ate processed carbs for sure, including vegan cookies and pasta more frequently, bread more frequently, cereal. If the number of carbs were higher, but certainly because like I said, I'm eating a lot now. I think I heard that Robbie eats 500 or 600 carbs a day or something. Yeah, I tried to get close to that just to see if I could. I can't really go past 450. 450 is my like pretty regular amount, which is a lot. 450 carbs now. And that includes plenty. I do eat oatmeal. It doesn't really have a major effect on me because I just take a little more insulin for it, and I walk or run. My total insulin was, before I started this at all, was somewhere between 40 and 50 units a day, depending on the season and all that. And I'd say now it's definitely between 25 and 35 a day, almost never more than 35. And it can go maybe as low as 25, like if I skip the meal. I'd say the biggest nuisance at that, when I was really frustrated right before that, was my energy just not being stable so much, even though I thought I was eating well as a vegan, and my body pain, like my back hurt, and I had this knee problem for a while, and I really wanted to just be able to run regularly again. And yeah, I wrote a list of like before I took the 6-week challenge, like my goals, and pretty much all of them I could check off as, so I feel much better. I mean, of course, room for improvement. Eventually, I want to figure out how to get intermittent fasting in there. I done fasting last year, but now I want to focus on just getting the food dialed in. Eventually, I'll get to that, but get back to running. I was running all throughout the winter here in New York, almost every other day, which I've never really done before. So it's amazing. Feel strong, feel in control of my health, have a fantastic A1c, high energy on a regular basis. I don't know about high energy, but I don't have those dips anymore. So stable, clean out my insides. I think that's happening. Reduce risk of diabetic complication, improve immune system. Yeah, so mainly feel better in my body, feel more strong, capable, and I do. Oh yeah. So once I tell you what I love the most about it is the no recipe meal. So great for me, being I don't know if it's a guy thing or whatever, but I just have very little patience in the kitchen all throughout my life. And I could cook a handful of dishes, that's it. And mainly I've been letting my wife cook for me. She's a good cook and she understands my veganism and diabetes and always worked really well. And I was always kind of afraid if she wasn't around for a few days, like I would go south a little bit. But now I cook for myself better than she does because I know, exactly what I need. So now I gave her the go ahead. I said, she's Japanese. I said, why don't you go to Japan and for a month to really visit family? And I wouldn't have been able to do that without meshing diabetes, like confidence that I got about taking care of myself. And my son too, I'll be taking care of. So yeah, the no recipe meal is great because I just get the concept down, something like a starchy carb and then like a non-starchy and greens if I have them. And I just kind of like a mad scientist all the time. Whatever's in the refrigerator just goes in the pot. I mix it up. I get some degree of a ratio. My sugars generally are fairly stable. By doing that, it's simple. It all goes into one or two dishes. I like that a lot.